What you're watching here was shot on the Pocket 4 in D-Log. Finally, the Pocket 4 can truly support the LUTs I created for cameras. And that's the most appealing thing about this newly released camera to me. But straight to the point, after 3 years of waiting and a week of heavy use, is the Pocket 4 worth the upgrade?
Overcome with all the emotions. Now that you're standing here with me, feels like the first time I can see.
Hi everyone, this is JC here. In basically every DJI product video, I used to tell people not to use D-Log M because it's just a fake log curve and gives almost no improvements in grading. I predict in 2024 and 2025 that if DJI actually released a full-strength D-Log, it would be a game changer. Well, here it is. This is a real log profile and brings serious dynamic range. DJI's D-Log is a powerful curve. Before this, if you wanted real D-Log, you had to buy one of the Mavic drones, or the Ronin 4D if you wanted on a camera without wings. Now that D-Log is available on their small cameras, DJI's compact lineup can finally slot into the pro camera workflow. Grading won't feel like a mismatch, and a dynamic range can rival professional cameras. This is going to be a huge advantage in the war between DJI and the Insta360. They also added Fuji-style filters in the normal color mode. CC and NC are basically classic chrome and classic negative. You can adjust filter strength if you want great straight out of camera looks. It's a very efficient option. I'd set both CC and NC to about 70%, and that feels alright. Okay, this is the main reason some people might upgrade to a Pocket 4, but I need to be real about the rest. Pocket 4 jumps from 9.4 megapixels to 77 megapixels. That's not automatically an upgrade. It's a trade-off. Maybe DJI saw how many people use the Pocket 3 for photos, it decided to lean into that. 37 megapixels does let you capture very high-res stills and even up to 7K, but is that actually what people want? DJI's white balance options are unique in the industry, great for certain skin tones, but since DJI's built-in beauty mode isn't that perfect, higher resolution also means straight-out photos can show more flaws. That's why everyone still carries an old iPhone for photos. More megapixels isn't always better. In many cases, the 9.4 megapixels of Pocket 3 might have been the correct choice. For videos, the so-called 2x zoom is finally more usable. The image quality is better than before. Pocket 3 zoom was, not that good. But the downside of 37 megapixels is what you lose in low light. Higher pixel count on the same 1-inch sensor means each pixel gets a lot less light. Shooting D-Log at night, I noticed a lot more shimmering noise compared to Pocket 3 because D-Log gives more latitude after grading, and denoising the final image can still look just as good as the 3, but if you don't like heavy post work, that would be a pain point. But if you turn on the low light mode on both the Pocket 3 and 4, the 4 definitely delivers way cleaner shadow details. So if you want to shoot great night footage with the Pocket 4, go for either the in-camera low light mode straight out of the box, or shoot in D-Log and reduce noise in post-production. So as for image quality, I am not in line with DJI's choice. Look at my Sony ZV-E1, only about 12 megapixels, yet it hits a sweet spot of sharpness and low light performance for vlogging. Most people mainly use the Pocket for video anyway. I also wish the Pocket 4 offers something like an open gate option for easier vertical or horizontal cropping. That's definitely doable in the camera. Maybe that will come in a firmware update. I rarely use Pocket's tracking function, but if you use it, the Pocket 4's follow features are way better now. For a shot with 2 moving pockets, I set both to auto-track my face. On Pocket 3, if I disappeared and reappeared, it will lose the target, but Pocket 4 kept tracking me. The Tracking 7.0 from Pocket 4 feels familiar if you follow phone gimbal development. Everything can be tracked now. Even this tiny remote was recognized and followed super accurately and fast. That update is pretty impressive. Physically, Pocket 4 added a customizable C button. The joystick feels much looser than on the 3, so double tap to center and triple tap to turn can be awkward. I suggest moving those functions to the C button and using the joystick just for gimbal control. The new gimbal latch is great too. You don't need a case to protect the gimbal like I did with my Pocket 3. With the latch engaged, you can toss it in your bag, the screen won't open and the gimbal won't move. The downside is it takes some getting used to. You need to lift the lower part of the latch with your middle finger to open it smoothly. I'm wondering where to store filters now. The Pocket 3 case had a filter slot, right? The new kit only includes a pouch, and the Pocket 3 case can kind of fit the Pocket 4, but it's not that perfect. So, objectively, should Pocket 3 owners upgrade to Pocket 4? I'm upgrading, or I have upgraded now. But for most people, I don't think it's necessary. Pocket 4 will not simply replicate Pocket 3's success. Pocket 3 hits practically every sweet spot. If you don't yet own a Pocket, now might actually be a great time to pick up a Pocket 3. My dream for the perfect Pocket, something around 12 megapixels, an M4.3 sensor base, interchangeable lenses, D-Log, maybe one extra base ISO. Dreaming, right? Hey, GoPro's already doing something crazy, alright? Did you buy a Pocket 4 or are you waiting for the Insta360 Luna or a Pocket 4P? Drop your unboxings and thoughts in the comments. See you in my next video. Bye bye.